Howdy folks, Grok the DuckFarmer here, and I'm on the FTOG Stoneblock server, standing in a hole in the ground, because I'm going to be answering viewer mail. And the first mail says, "Love your videos, Grok, but would it kill you to call home once in a while?" Well, love you too, Mom. But that's not really much of a question about the videos. But the other one says, "I love the red armor, but that looked like too much work, even with the Wither shortcut. So how do you use the Extra Utilities 2 Angel Ring on the Stoneblock server?" Well, that's an excellent question. Let's go find out. So, one of the things we need to do is take a look at the actual recipe itself. And if we spin around and we take a look, it looks like this. Well, it's glass and some gold, that's no problem. And oh, Gast and Pat and Ring of the Flying. Well, how do I make? Okay, and that needs a squid. Oh, well, that needs that, and let's get this Ring of the. Okay, well, that's easy, but okay, now we got the resonating redstone crystal. Okay, that's redstone ender shards. That means we need a glass cutter. Well, that's just iron and stuff. That's no problem. Okay, so here's what we need to do. First, you need to make yourself at least one of these golden laphos. Well, actually, you're going to need two, but let's say you need one. But it doesn't work. And you bash your head against the computer for a while saying, why does this not work? It actually says so in the recipe right here. It says, look, right there, that's it. Oh, 8 XP. Okay, so what you need to do is make sure you have at least 8 XP. Oh, look, hey, you can make it right there. That's easy. Okay, and the first thing you need to do of all the rings is catch a chicken. Yep, because that's squid, chicken. You need a chicken. So how do you get a chicken? There's no chickens around. There's lots of chickens here. But Grok, there's no chickens in my space. Okay, fine. First, if you've got a dread lamp, you're going to have to break it because it's going to do you no good at this point to have that around. So what you need is to craft some chicken bait. Just 2 seeds, just like that. And let's go ahead and go, doink, stick it right there. Oh, no water in the area. What do you call that? What do you call that? Fine, let's go ahead and put you right here. There's water. Oh, move out of range so you don't scare the animals away. So you've got to go, I would guess 24 blocks away. That's the kind of standard, distance you need to go for mobs to spawn. So once you've gone far enough away and the chicken spawns, then you can go ahead and nab them with your lasso. I'm not going to do that because, hello, chickens are easy to get. If you want to do chickens in the pack, you're going to have to actually, step up and do that. So that's not that hard to do. Pretty easy. Probably by the time you're ready for a ring, you've already gone ahead and made lots of chicken. You've got chickens going out, out your ears already. So, hey, look, chicken. I wonder what type of chicken it is. Oh, it's an actual duck-looking chicken. So that's one of the more vanilla-esque sort of chickens. You toss that in here, and so we've got the resonating crystals, which I showed you the recipe. Or you can, let's see, or you can have a redstone crystal chicken lay those for you, which I did. You just need redstone chicken and a prismarine crystal chicken, which is easy to do because that just needs water and emerald just needs diamond and cactus green, and diamond needs nether quartz and redstone. Yeah, it's quite involved. Okay, so chicken wing ring. I have to always say that really slowly because that's really annoyingly hard to say. All right, so this second one, this is the Ring of the Flying Squid, and for that you need a squib. Grok, how do I get a squid to spawn in my base? Well, that's not all that hard. Again, remember that chicken bait that we had? We can do the same thing here with squid. Let's make some squid bait. Delightful. Now, for this, you're going to need some water. And you can, grab your water, if you want, but you can also go like I'm going to do. Here we go. We got a 5x5. there. Come on. There we go. There we go. There we go. You need at least a 5x5 by 1 area for your squid. So let's go ahead and I'd stick it right there in the middle. It really doesn't matter. But I like that because now as I get far, far away, at this point, it should start spawning. And you just kind of sit here and twiddle your thumbs for a bit. And if you've got your journey map on, you can sit there and take a look and go, is there a squid over there? Where's my squid? Why am I not seeing any squid? And you can complain like that for a while. Now, I'm going to ignore that squid because I've already got the squid. Right here. Hey, look, squid. That's amazing. So let's go ahead and put that in there. And now I've got the ring of the flying squid. Huzzah! We're almost done. All right. If we take a look at the recipe, I need a ghast and a bat. Now, the bat is real easy because you just sit there and you say, let's go look up bat. No, don't double click that. Let's go ahead and do bat bait. Oh, there is no bat bait. Oh, well, that's not nice. What you need to do then is you need to create a dark space. Now, if you've got if you've got a mega torch to stop mob spawning, that's perfect. But again, no passive mob spawning with the dread lamp. So you need to make a dark space, and it needs to be Y63 or lower. I figure, the further down you go, the easier it would be. I built an area down at like Y5, built an area hung down there 24 blocks away, and nothing spawned at all. It was so annoying because I waited and AFK'd, and bats don't despawn really, they just kick around. They didn't. They stuck around. Nothing is spawned. And then we got rid of Sponge and went back to FT utilities, and oh, that room, when I went down there and looked, had something like 20 bats. So I quickly ran and grabbed me a golden lasso, came down, grabbed one, and killed all the rest. And then I filled up the area because it was no sense in having that around. It's pretty easy to make, so I'm not even going to show that. But if you want to get a ghast, you're going to need to run out into the nether. Now, you're going to need a drop of evil. And if you craft one of these golden lassos with a drop of evil, now you can start capturing the ghast. But how do you find a ghast? You have to find it in the nether. And you probably don't have flight. And that's really a pain in the tuchus. And so you're going, what am I going to do? Well, what you're going to do is you're going to spawn a second squid, and then you're going to go to your mob farm, and you're going to run over to your mob farm, and you're going to steal the witch water from your mob farm. So let's go ahead and say, hey, Grok, look over there. Ha, stole your witch water. You'll never notice it's gone. And then you go down to your handy-dandy nifty squid killing area. Yoop. And let's come over here. Yoop, yoop. And this is where I killed the wither, but I'm not going to kill the wither here. I built a little area over here. It's a 5x5 by 3. And you know what I'm thinking? I'm thinking that it's a little bit too tall. Let's go ahead and... I thought I had come in here and lowered that some. Let's do like this. All right, there. We want the squid. We want the ghast to spawn in here, but we don't want it to go elsewhere. So I've got witch water here, and I'm going to put my squid in the witch water. And now we've got a ghast. And at this point, you can slowly punch him. And because the block here, I'm inside him, because it's 2.5 tall, he can't see anything at all. And so you can just continue to punch him. There. Now he's down to 2 hearts. This is the point where you go ahead and bring out your cursed lasso and you snag yourself a ghast. just like that. I don't care. I don't need to... oh, that's got one of those ectoplasms guys skittering around. All right, so at that point, you now have your ghast in a ring, and it's all taken care of. Ta-da! Isn't that cool? At which point, then you come over here, and you grab your ghast from your ring, and you put it over here. Ta-da! You put it right there, and now you've got yourself an angel ring. Da-da-da-da! And did you need to use red glass? No, I just happened to have some red glass, and I said I could use them up. And the nice thing is you get these things back. I love that. Okay, so now you've got an angel ring that will give you flight. But the problem is it uses GP power, and you can see I'm using 2 GP, and I'm actually producing 0, which makes me think that the 2 that I'm using for filters to speed things up is just not really working. So I need to make some GP power. Now, the easy way to do that, let's get, oh, go away. To make that, I like making some water mills. They're pretty easy to make. They don't take a lot. It does mean that you got to make stone burnt blocks, which, hey, that looks like the easiest way to get it, is to make a stone burnt chicken, which needs redstone crystal chicken. Well, we just used that already, plus gold. Well, we got the gold already. That's easy. Gold is just yellow and iron iron is just flint and bone white. Yeah, it's a big mess. Anyway, so if we go back to here, we've got all these things. We need to make some of these, which means we need a bunch of these. Let's go ahead and make a stack of those, and then come back to here. Let's make 1, 2 of those. And now we can make one of these water mills. Ta-da! And you really want to make 4 of these. That's the best to do. And let's go ahead and get some more water. Water. Hey, look, there's convenient water in an egg. So at this point, what you want to do is find some area of your base that's chunk loaded, like this one. Oh, hey. That's my land. Chunk loaded some area, and this area happens to be chunk loaded. And so, thump, find some place. Hey, this is a chunk. I'm going to go down here. And we're going to make an area that will be our water mill area. Pretty easy to do. And I've got this 3x3 area that I'm going to put my mill in right in the center. There's my mill. Ta-da, mill. And if you put a water on opposite corners, it's now going to be fully charged by the high flowing water on the corners. Done. Now, if you want more, because you want 4 of these, you can put them in a quick little arrangement and share the same water. You just don't want standing water, because then you don't get nearly as much. And for the ring, it says uses 32 GP, and this is producing 16. It means I need at least 2, but 4 is not bad. So let's go ahead and get 4 set up. And this is what 4 looks like, very nicely set together. Plus, I got the dragon mill right in the center. So let me go ahead and snag that and plop it right on top, and that's 500 power right there. Isn't that good? And then these other 4 are providing 16 each, which gives me an additional 64. Now you can see I like putting lights underneath. I have 4 lights because that's all the 4 source water blocks I'm using. To me, that's a nice compact setting. 500 plus, I like that a lot. Oh, and that extra 1 that I was using was one of these upgrade speeds over by the mob farm, and I didn't have anything there. So there's my setup, and I'm going to go ahead and close this up, because I will never come back down here ever again. There's no need, unless I need to get more GP power, in which case I will do something else. But I think 500 is probably plenty for my needs, and that's all I'm going to need. And I'm going to go ahead and block all this up, but I'm going to leave that there to remind me where it is, so I can get back to it later. So, oh, I put some some covers over this, so that looks good. I can just toss stuff right in here and it'll go into the system. I like that. I've got a whole bunch of diamond stuff that I picked up, and like diamond shields. I'm going to use diamond shields. No, so I toss those into here, and it grinds them into diamonds for me. Yay! And that takes care of that problem. So I like that a lot. And let's head on up. You probably already saw what I was looking at doing in the next little bit, but I want to talk about this for right now. These are magic beans from Cyclic, and you can see the little kind of a green sparkly banana shape there in the walia up in the center. And I set up my farmer here to go ahead and harvest these, and I decided to store. Now, I had already had a crate over here that was full, and there was still more stuff coming in, so I figured I'd set up a quick little RF Tools setup here, and that's a 64K storage block, as opposed to the drive that holds up to 10 drives of whatever you shove in there. This is just the block, and looking at it, I've got almost 20,000 items in there from this in a very short amount of time. And if we take a look at it, it is vanilla items, which is very nice for, like, hey, diamonds, you want diamonds? You want ghast tears? Eyes of Endor. There's tons and tons and tons of really good stuff. Like, hey, I'll never have to make a redstone repeater or comparator ever again. I got it all here. I wish it gave me some raw rabbit. That would be really, really nice, but it didn't. So I'm going to try something. I'm going to set the priority to 20. And then I'm going to break this block, and I'm going to put the block back down, and it still has the items. Cool. And the priority? Yeah, okay. Priority got blown away, but that's okay. I'm not going to cry about that. Let's go ahead and disconnect this, and disconnect that, and that, because I'm not going to need that for these anymore. But what I do want to do is add this down below. So let's... Okay, so let's break that block. Tink. And I'm going to go ahead and pull this out, because if you break your disk drive with your items in it, you're toast. All those items are gone. And so don't do that. But I'm going to go ahead and plop this here, and now that's connected, and I'll put my stuff back in here. And this, I'm going to set the priority to plus 20. This is going to stay the priority at 0, so anything going in will go into here first. And we've got about a third, a little bit less than a third, and that's a little bit more. So I wonder, let's see, exporter should pull out. I wonder if I put that there, and I grab a cable and put that here, are there items going down? Nope, okay. It won't pull directly out of there. I just had this weird idea. I said, wouldn't that be very, very interesting? But no, doesn't work. Okay, and let's dump all this stuff into the system. Do not have two connectors connected to the same system, because one of them will blow up, which is less than fun. So, oh, and speed upgrades can go in there too. I missed those. Now, that really, really helpful. But again, now I've got a ton of stuff. In fact, if we take a look at this here, I've got a ton of stuff in here, plus that random Minecraft vanilla stuff, tons of beetroots and whatnot. I like that, because there's a ton of stuff I hate making. Like, I've got so many cakes, which is very cool, and so many fish and clocks and whatnot. Item frames. I love item frames, but I don't want to make them all the time. Okay, rant over. All the different glasses and whatnot are very cool. What I do want to do is get some more resources, and for that, let's go ahead and make an ender chest. Ender chest. This one right there. All right, I think I've got everything. 1, 2, perfect. Just exactly what I needed. Diamonds, let's go ahead and snag 2 of those, and let's put those down. Right there. And you want the diamonds because this is open to Anybody who makes a white ender chest on the server has the same content, but you don't want to be sharing that. So I can't crouch click, I just need to click. Now this is mine because I put the diamond on there. So definitely always do that. I'm going to keep these, and what I'm going to do is drop down here, leap over. This chest no longer needs to be there. I'm going to put one of these chests. Now I have an automatic input to my system, and a quick check. Okay, it kept that, so it will automatically input the stuff. Oh, and over here, I added a chest over in this area that these guys, when I work on stuff, it outputs the contents into this chest. Because if I'm building something, like you see, I've got one more of the ultimate power cubes there. I don't want the resources, whatever I'm building, to just get sucked up into the system and go away, because I don't have a grid. I could get me a grid down here now. Alley-oop. Because I made one for the other grid. Yay! Now I don't have to hop back up, because I don't have a wireless access or anything like that right now. I'm going to put it right here. Why not? Okay, so now I can access stuff, but having it go here is very, very handy. Now I can sit there and take this stuff and toss it in there. Oh, so nice. All right, so the other thing I want to do is I want to get some environmental tech, solar, and void miners going. Now, if we take a look at environmental, there's a bunch of cool stuff from this. What I'm really looking for are the tier 1 solar array controller. So I need this, which means I need litherite blocks, which I'm going to have to build lots of. Or I could run it from power downstairs, which I probably will do until I get the litherite. But for that, I need a place to run, and these things need access to the ground. Well, let's grab a black. I like that. And I also need access to the sky. Let's grab red. There we go. Let's grab a bunch of that. And if we take a look here, you can see where I ran over here and looked. That right there is, those 4 blocks right there are the center of this chunk. So I'm thinking of putting my solar array and void miner in this chunk, but up at build height, and clear out the lava and all that fun stuff. So if we come over here, say hi to the XP chicken. Hi. Did the other one, I thought I put out an egg. Oh no, I hadn't. This one's slightly better. So we'll let that process. I just upgraded him. So what I'm going to do, I came over here, found the corner, Shift G, that gives me the chunks, Unshift G, and it's 8 blocks in. So a max tier solar array would go right above, and the max tier miner would shoot through this same hole. So that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to sit there and drill all the way down to void, and I'll put a black bit of glass right here so I can come up and stand here. And then I'm also going to dig all the way up, and I'm going to clear out the roof of this area. I'm going to clear out the block, not the block, the chunk that I'm in right here. I'm going to clear out this chunk with the lava up above and surround it with the red glass just outside of it. And I think that I want the red glass because mobs can't spawn on glass, and 2, because I don't want any flowing lava up there. I could sit, sit there and take a water bucket and splash water all around, and then there'd be obsidian running around, and yeah, that's not so good. So I need to make the stuff I need for the miner. Now for that, I need the resource miner. That's the ore miner. I want the resource miner first. There's the resource miner. Tier 1, I need some litherite blocks, a diode. Oh, I can make the diode real easy. Make the diode. Let's make some litherite. I need 4 blocks, And that's 4 times 9 is 36. So let's go ahead and make 36. Yes, I made a recipe for this because you can make these. And that's what I need. And hey, I've got lots of lime and all the dyes available for me now. So yay! And that should make that done. Oh, I love that. And there's 1, 2, 3, 4. You know, that was so easy. I might just make the solar array at the same time. So void miner, I need interconnects, and I need a lens of some sort. A lens is glass. Go away. Lens is just regular glass, like an H. All right, and I'm going to need 2 of those, and I need interconnect. Interconnect. Well, if I make a, let's try 1. I need some of this. I need an interconnect, which is this connector, which is easy to make, but that's black concrete, and I already made 40 of those, and I think if I mathed it right, that's how many I need. So I need, looking at actually these, I don't need to make the interconnects. I need to make the structure blocks. Structures are 3, 2, 1. I need to make for the solar, or for the void miner, I need 24 of these structure blocks. Okay, structure. Hey, I've got a recipe for those. Cool. 24. And this is going to make all of those things because I already got the stuff. So go. Chug. And since it's a fairly small recipe, it's going through and making all of those bits. If I were making, say, like 200s of these, then I would go and make them in stages. I would, just because it's a much better deal for doing it that way. Then I need some structural panels. They've got clear and regular, and I think I'll go with the regular one. Let's see, I need 20 structure panels, which means I need 20 connectors. So let's go ahead and make connectors first, because I have recipes for that. 20, go. Makey. All right, and so now I can make these. I believe I've got enough for those. I should be able to just shift click. Oh, I already had, what the, huh? No. What? Okay, I'm confused. I thought, well, I've got 25 structure panels. I thought I had made structure frames. Are you frames or are you panels? No, you're interconnects. Structural. Oh, I need panels and frames. Okay, so I'm going to build all the bits I need, clear up the area up above, and we'll assemble the solar array and everything else. Ah, I love the smell of lava in the evening. Yeah, evening. So I decided to hollow out this area, and bland stone is so bland, so a little bit of decoration to make it better. And do you like the little fez on my head? Yep. I found that and said, yeah, I'll wear that because, you know, nothing makes you truly festive like wearing a fez. All right, so we've got stuff here, and this is where I centered the thingy. Okay, so we're talking about solar array. And let's go ahead and plop that right there because it's only 2 tall. And so that will work just fine. And this is the assembler from Environmental Tech. So you just right click, and as long as you have the blocks in your inventory, then it will work. Are you done? Okay. It's night, so there's 0 power, but that's okay. Let's go ahead and break that and grab the void resource. And I'm just gonna go up and down for no reason. I'm gonna stick it right next to it so that the power comes down right into the resource miner. And we'll just start it building. And you can see it wants to be finished. You are missing something. What is that? Does it need more lenses? Oh, it looks like it needs 2 lenses. Okay, I will have to make a second lens. I didn't realize there was a second lens right in there. I will make a second lens. Looks like it's wanting 160 RF per tick, or F per tick, which is okay. Let's get this also set up. Let's put this down and that down. So this is the ender chest. Click. So it will output anything it mines. It will go ahead and output it into a container next to it. And you could surround it all four sides with storage, but I'm going to put the ender chest in here. That way it feeds into my system, less likely to back up that way because I got plenty of room for it. And then always have some way of turning your stuff off. Since this, if for some reason everything backed up and this was full and it's trying to put stuff in there, that would cause serious tick issues on a server as it's going, I can't put it in there, and whiny complain, and it's a bad thing. So this in my hand, this is a rain shield, and it's pretty cheap to make. Just a little bit of blaze rod, some netherrack, that flint, and it will go ahead and stop rain in a 5-chunk radius around it. So if it's counting itself as the first chunk, 2, 3, 4, 5, then that's a 9x9 area. If it's not counting itself and it counts 5 chunks out, then that's an 11x11 chunk area. Either way, that's pretty darn impressive. And because rain will stop those solar arrays from doing any work, I'm going to go ahead and stick it down right here. So that will stop rain, and that will work very nicely. I need to make another, that's the clear lens. I need to make just a lens thingy. All right, let's thunk. Now, for a jump that far down onto glass, why doesn't it break the glass? Don't you think that would break it? I think it would break it. All right, let's make that one last piece. And laser. Laser. That can go away. This one, laser core. Oh, missing a connector. Really? Okay, connector. Make one. Of course, makes 4 of them, but that's okay. I will be making lots more. All right, so the stone can go away. And let's head back up. At which point, when it eventually becomes day, it will start mining stuff for me, which is fine. Oh, this is a slow trip up, but that's okay. So I'm going to go ahead and chunk load this so it will go ahead and mine stuff even while I'm not on, which is okay. What I'm looking for 2 resources mainly from this. I'm looking for the mica, and the other one is that funky green stuff that, there goes, laser. The other one was the funky green blocks that I needed to make these pieces. Litherite, Lumerite, I don't know, right? Let's see, no, not that. That one. Roxy decided to sit on my hand, of course she did. This one right here, the litherite. That will also come from the, well, no, not R here. It's always obnoxious when you can't do it on both hands. So this comes from, oh, it comes from the ore miner. Okay, so never mind. I can't get it from the resource miner, but I need mica. So if we're looking for mica, if we're looking for the mica, what we really want is a white laser lens. And that's just a laser lens with some white. Let's do that because I don't really need any of the other basic resources. Oh, please don't break. Okay. For a split second, I had this really bad vision of it breaking instead of being picked away. So let's turn this from clear to white. So it will force me. I'm going to steal a bone here, since the stinking guys were roaming around dirtying up my place. There, white laser, perfect. Let's put that in place, and it will go ahead and run and give me the stuff I need, which is mainly mica, because that's needed for the higher tier things. So we'll just let that run. And I don't feel bad about letting this run. This chunk has 2 chickens in it and this assembly here now, which is pretty little work because there's no moving parts in any of this. There we go. Think. And it should work just hunky-dory. The storage where this goes to connects to the RS system, and that's also chunk loaded, so this isn't going to fill up and cause problems that way. I think it's going to work out mighty nicely. One more click. There we go. So there's my solar array and void or resource miner. Get me a bunch of mica, and then I can start making an ore miner, which I can get some ores and start processing those. And as I get more of those funky gems, that litherite, then I can start upgrading both of these systems. The solar array to higher tiers, it gets bigger and bigger and bigger, and the miners here will get bigger and bigger as well. And it will give me all the loot. All of it. Just slowly. And I'm okay with that. Anyway, I'm really liking this. Environmental tech is one of those mods that I really get into, including the Nanobot controller. That I think is really nice. But I'm not sure if that's in the pack yet. It used to be, but let's take a quick look. Wrong key, wrong key. Let's see. Nano. The Nanobot. Oh, there's ranged personal. Oh, this is nice. They are in the mod again. Oh, because you can get all sorts of upgrades. Where's all the mods here? So regen modifier, resistance, fire, water breathing, invisibility. Ooh, invisibility. Oh, that's new. So there's all sorts of things, including flight, that you can get from this. Ooh, luck. Ooh, as you kill stuff, you get more loot, and chests and whatnot will give you more loot. That's pretty cool. Create a flight modifier. What does that need? 2 elytra. Cool. So bunch of different recipes in there. I do like this. I do like this mod a lot. Anyway, I will stop rambling and let you go off and do your thing while I go do my thing. This has been Grok the DuckFarmer here, playing on the FTOG Stoneblock server and having fun. Ooh, the fez stays up as I crouch down. Floating fez. Too much fun, and thanks for watching. Bye.